Louisiana Living on Fox 14 continues.
And welcome back. I'm here with Carrie Hefner for In the Garden, and we're talking about one of my biggest enemies, poison ivy. I've had it once, and it was terrible.
It's that time of year, and more people are out in their lawns and landscapes, and we're already seeing the pictures show up on the gardening pages on social media with the question, is this poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac? And I agree, there are a lot of vines out there that can make us look twice, and maybe they should. It's important to be able to identify these plants when you're out in your garden or landscape. So we're going to put some pictures up here. Now that is actually poison ivy, that is it. And that is a compound leaf divided up into 3 leaflets. So our saying should be modified. Leaflets of 3, let it be, not leaves of 3. And the next picture, let's see what that's going to be. That's Virginia creeper. Now, that is actually in the grape family. Poison ivy is in the cashew family, but notice how the leaf is divided up into 5 leaflets. We call that palmately compound. Now, Virginia creeper can be a mild irritant. It sequesters a chemical called calcium oxalate, and it does so as little crystals called raphides, and they can be somewhat irritating, but not to the extent that the oils produced by poison ivy are. So some people do have a mild reaction to Virginia creeper, but generally it's safe to handle. And then the third one is probably the most common vine in the southern United States. This is also in the grape family. That's called pepper vine, and that's the one people most commonly mistake for poison ivy. It looks very similar, I agree, but that's actually one leaf divided up twice. We call that bipinnately compound. In other words, the leaflets have leaflets. Also in the grape family, you see that everywhere. Now, poison ivy will co-occur with all of these other vines, and so if you're handling pepper vine or Virginia creeper and still get into some poison ivy, it's not that uncommon. So you just have to keep your eye out.
I got it from my dog, actually. He was in the woods, and then I was petting him.
The oils rubbed off onto his coat, and you got it from him. Very possible.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
Okay, well, every Tuesday, Carrie answers your home garden questions for Live in the Garden, and the first question is, if a plant needs partial shade, what does that mean? That's
a great question, and I don't think we've ever been asked that, but we have this divided up. Full sun is 8 or more hours of direct sunlight. There we go. Part sun is 4 to 6 hours of afternoon sun, and there's part shade. 4 hours of morning sun or eastern sun, and then shade for the rest of the day. And something in completely shaded would get 2 hours or less of morning sun or dappled light all day. And of course, deep shade is no sunlight at all gets through there. And there are plants that prefer deep shade. You have plants that require the whole gamut there. But that's what part shade is.
Okay, good to know. And we have time for one more question. How do you amend soil, and what does that mean?
Okay, so when you amend the soil, you either improve its workability or its tilth, or you add something to it to improve fertility. If you're improving the workability of the soil, probably going to add a lot of organic matter, and that will improve percolation. In other words, water will be able to move through the soil, percolate down to where the plant's roots are. If you're improving fertility, that's where your fertilizers come in. Always have your soil tested so you know exactly what type of fertilizer to add and how much.
All right, thank you so much, Carrie. And to have your home garden questions answered, just submit them on our website, myarklamist.com. And still ahead, we're talking about bell peppers for farm to table. You're watching Louisiana Living on Fox 14.
Trade names are used by the LSU Ag Center for clarity and information purposes only. Neither commercial endorsement of specific products nor a recommendation to the exclusion of similar products is implied.